In the last video, we created a skill folder and built a basic skill. It asks questions and creates a project based on the /learn command. Now I added a reference folder to that skill. This is where we store stuff that the skill can read from, like templates, configs, whatever you really need or I need. The first thing I put in there was a gitignore templates. So the skill creates like a .gitignore based on the project type. And then I added some extra folders to organize my own progress with these videos. So let me show you what I built. Here's the first one where it's the references folder I created. And inside that, there's a gitignore folder with templates, plus some other files to keep myself like organized, like a roadmap, a place for my notes and stuff like that. Inside the gitignore, there's a manifest.json, and you can just think of this as a basic lookup table. For example, when I type Python or I speak and say the word, this is a Python project, it knows which template to use. If it doesn't recognize the type, it just falls back to a default, like default.gitignore. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a developer. I don't know exactly what a .dsstore or a thumbs.db files are. So I used AI to build these templates, but that's the point. When there's a gap in my knowledge, I leverage AI tools to fix it. I think it's more important to be transparent about what I'm capable of and what the AI is capable of. I'm sure this can be improved. Is it 100% accurate? Probably not, but it's good enough to prevent me from accidentally exposing my API keys or sensitive information in the projects. Especially since I'm not a developer, I would have never even thought to put these in there. Well, not all of them, but some of them. Um, I also wanted to touch on the skill.md file here. As you can see, it's changed slightly. I put a new line, a .gitignore file using template from. So this is the file I want to create. I'm using the @ symbol to reference folder and to the gitignore folder. And then within that, I did check at manifest.json. So this is specifically pointing to the specific files I want the LLM to read. So this is a great way to kind of build out much larger skills because you can now reference specific files. If you had, let's say, a table, the skill.md file becomes a table and it would reference different types of folders or files. So I tested it for you. I, updated Claude, put in my project information, and I said, put in, this is the project name. I want a game of Pong. I want it on GitHub. And I gave it a brief description. Went ahead and read the files that it needs to and started creating them. As you can see, our old project didn't have a .gitignore. This one now does. So there it is. Perfect. The other thing I added is the files is to keep myself organized is a roadmap. It just kind of explains what episodes I've done and what's next. Think of it as like a place for me to continuously update it to my main personal AI system. And then a place for what I've learned, what I should be doing, things that I've kind of that should be a little bit more polished, I would say. And then I added a template up here so that every time I create an episode, it follows a specific template. That's it. We added a reference folder, 2 files to organize my progress, really like a roadmap and technical debt. The skill looks like it's growing, and potentially next time I will add either a script or automation, or I'd love to show you a different skill, a one that's a little bit more complex, more interesting to kind of see and kind of explore, but it just depends on the time. And if I feel that a script might make more sense, then I'll show you how to do an automation with this skill. Maybe we kind of keep building out our little slash learn skill together. Thank you so much, and really appreciate the support.